Hello everybody and welcome back to another thing of me yapping and me doing some sculpting. Today I decided to just sculpt originally for an hour, but I ended up going for an hour and a half. But it's another day of me just wanting to play around with some shapes and see what stuff's going on. No real reference. I do have some stuff on the side. But originally I was going to do a dragon, but it ends up becoming a boar. But yeah. Anyways, you'll see me working on the head here. Originally for the top part and the bottom jaw, I did those separate. It's a pretty cool trick, and it gives a lot of cool shapes really fast, where you'll just make the top part, duplicate it, flip it over, and then work on that for the jaw. Adding some horns, seeing what kind of shapes come out of that, and then making this big, long, like fat neck shape. Originally my plan was to have like the bottom kind of be like these big like inflated sack things maybe that are like filled, or maybe they're like glowing red or something, if fire comes out of it. Because going into it I was like, oh, it's going to be a dragon, and you can see I start to make it a quadruped here, but then I'm like, no, I ended up having it stand up. I'm not sure if I like that decision. I think I would have liked it better if it wasn't, but I haven't done anything standing in a while. So for the tail, it's kind of has this cool fork shape going on, and just using the Zbrush here, and then using the clay buildup to get all my basic forms and shapes. Then I'm going in here with the top part. I just duplicated a sphere, and I'm making some armor or some like horns coming out of it, or just like plating. I don't know, something cool. It just kind of looks neat at the end. Then I'm going through, I'm doing some texturing up on him, doing the classic black on top, white on bottom. And you'll see when I go to texture, I don't know what it is recently, but I've just been absolutely obsessed with doing the like golden hue to things. So when I go to do like my secondary color, is the black my secondary color? I'm not sure, but when I go to do my secondary color, I give it that gold hue. But I'm just working on the body here. I'm just putting some shapes up, some wrinkles, finding stuff, playing around with shapes, trying to figure out how I want the arms to be. Moving them into place, having things wrap around other muscles. I definitely made these in the beginning way too long, and I did not do the anatomy correct. But I believe I ended up fixing it up a bit. But I'm just moving stuff around, trying to figure out how I want it to go. You'll see with these hands that I only give them 3 fingers. A lot of times I only do that because I give myself like a time constraint. Doing 5 fingers can just be like annoying. I mean, I think the best way to do it, in my opinion, of how I do them is like when I really want to make like a nice looking model, when I'm blocking out, is I'll sculpt 1 finger and then I'll place them in the right place. But when using the move brush, it's kind of hard to grab 5 fingers without going in and masking and doing all that stuff. So it's just kind of easier. I believe I definitely end up hating the hands though. The way they're tilted and turned, it's just, they're not good at all. But that's fine, because our goal is to get a fully blocked out body in an hour and a half, so we'll see what we can do. I'm just refining up some forms and shoulders. Yeah, move those arms up a bit. Then for the legs, I do the same trick that I say I normally do, where I just duplicate the legs out, and then I kind of move them into place and use the move brush to kind of rotate things around. It's definitely a little off balance, but I'm in a Discord call while working on this, and someone was doing like a leather belt, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna try giving mine like a leather belt also. At this point in the video though, I'm having like some issues, and then I accidentally go and switch to a different layout, and it gets rid of my other one. So I'd have to close out a ZBrush and reopen it to fix that problem, so I don't do it. So I'm working with a different layout, so you might see me struggling to find stuff, but I'm just trying to make some like hair stuff come out of the belt really quickly, playing around with stuff like that. Also, I'm in quite a bit of Discords while I do my work. I very much like talking to people in the background, so if you ever want to try to hunt me down, my name on Discord, I believe right now is Penguin, and I'm pretty frequently, or I won't say frequently, but when I do these, I'll be in like either the Speed Char Discord or the Blender one sometimes. Sometimes I will be, sometimes I won't be, it just kind of depends. Work on the feet here. I do duplicate the toes, I rotate them over, but instead of giving them 5, I only do 3, just because that's how many I did on the hands, so I figured I might as well do the same amount going on down there. Then on the belt, you give it like some hair and those little water sacks up there. But yeah, you'll see me doing that same color scheme where I kind of do the edges of the blacks there. I don't know why, I just really enjoy it, and just, I don't know, it's kind of like it's just a satisfying color, I guess, for me. Just black and gold, or white and gold, and it's just super nice. Try to get wings, didn't like it. Try getting my shoulder pads, I didn't like it. Using the flakes brush here on the head, which I'm a pretty big fan of for anything that are horns. And then I'm using the cavity mask tool to mask out like the darker parts, and I can use the deformation tools there then to get some cool shapes. Then for the body, you'll see that I'm pulling out horns from it, and the way I did that is I duplicated the body and then inflate it smallly so I could move these horns out. And then I go back to the flakes brush and I turn on RGB on it, make it like this nice deep purple to make it look like an underline of flesh kind of coming out with those bones. Just thought it kind of looked cool, make it look gross. Then going over my whole body just to give like really fast like detail work on it. I just used the standard brush, throw on the spray version instead of freehand, and then I give it the alpha of like the slash lines that are built into Zbrush or some of the other ones to play with them. I believe this is where I was at the hour point and I was supposed to be done, but I then got into the addiction of adding all those small little details, which one day I need to just only work on a bust for an hour and a half so I can get to all those details instead of doing a full body. They're pretty fun to do, but I'm not in the subdivision phase right now, so they'll probably be lost if I were to go into that anyways, unless I did like reproject. But just playing with the body, moving stuff around, sharpening things up, trying to make them look more interesting. Then for the eyes here, this part's pretty cool and I'd like to share it, so I'm gonna slow the video down and you'll see that I'm getting just the basic shape of the eye. And then kind of the trick for making eyes look good, I feel like not a lot of people do, is that right there. Adding a little black highlight shadow over the top and bottom. That will absolutely sell your eyes so much, and this is going to make them look so much better. And then on top of that, you'll see I then go into material and I select the toy plastic material, which is automatically in ZBrush. I go back to my paint and I turn off everything but material, and then I press fill all. There might be another way to apply that material without doing that, but that's how I did it. And then I can go back to my emerald material and you see that that one is shiny and it just looks nice and it has that fake shadow going on at the top, but it like really brings life into your characters. And if you have not done that before, I highly recommend giving that a go because it's super nice. Then I'm just going around, ooh, I had the hiccups, on the mouth here, and I'm just giving it some more creases and making it look better and sharpening things up. Another cool way to sharpen maybe some detail up, maybe you're still in Dynamesh and you are doing these stuff and you feel like you're losing a lot of detail, you can open up that deformation panel and use the contrast slider to kind of contrast those back up. And if you really wanted to, you could add a layer and then contrast it and then paint out the spots that maybe got a little too much if you wanted to kind of calm it in. There's also ways that if you have those detail and then you want to Z-remesh and subdivide, you can reproject it, but that could be another video if that's something you want to see. But I'm just finishing up some of the stuff here. Oops, sorry, my cat in the background is smacking up. Moving stuff up on the belt, pushing things around, just getting some of the basic cool ideas. Not too worried about how polished things are going to be because I'm just trying to make something look cool. My goal going into this was it to be an hour, but I believe I went to an hour and a half, but oh well, that's fine. I didn't do any special posing or anything for him then. I just kind of started placing him around, pressing Shift S, and moved him around for the documents and saved those pictures. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate support that I've been getting throughout these, and I hope you all enjoy them. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one.